Thanks for coming, everybody. We're going to go over all the tools that you can use with Google Gemini. It really has really outstanding features and tools, and it's really making a huge change right now. They've been updating everything into one ecosystem where you can access your different tools in your Google ecosystem, from Gmail to Excel and into different arenas, and bringing them all together. So let's say you have a Gmail account, you have Excel sheets, and you want to get information out of there. We're going to be able to use all of the information from your different tools and blend them into Google. So let's go ahead and jump into it. There's 5 tools that we're going to focus on today, and that's Gemini, which is the actual Google Assistant. Then we have Imagen, also known as Nano Banana. And this is where you can create images directly by typing into the prompt. They also have VO3, which makes videos, really cool stuff. Then we're going to get into Canvas, which allows you to deploy websites, apps, other things like that. And then last but not least, NotebookLM. NotebookLM is a great tool. It's not on a Gemini, but it's on the Gemini platform, where you could take several different resources. It will get all the information that you're using from those resources. Just to let you know, I'm not a technical developer and coder. I'm a business owner. I've been using AI for years. I'm an AI consultant, so I work with various different business verticals and help implement AI into their business. I started with my own business in the real estate world, where we're able to automate 70% of our processes when we're reaching out to motivated sellers and contacting thousands and thousands of people. And we're using AI tools every day to have these conversations and to convert our people. And now I'm able to bring that type of energy to the space here and introduce these tools that we're using in our business day to day, so you can use it in your business as an entrepreneur, or even if you're just learning and getting to know how to use AI. So we're going to talk about the problems that a lot of us are facing, right? If you're just a AI enthusiast, or if you're a business owner like myself and my team. So we have daily struggles where, it's been expensive to find good quality, consistent work when you're trying to create a brand on social media. There's different things you have to rely on. We used to have to go to Fiverr and Upwork.com and hire different designers all throughout the world to get different pricing. You have to wait on them, communicate back and forth. And every time you need a change, it seems like it takes 2-3 days. And just getting a simple product done could take 2 weeks. And once you get it, you don't even like it. And that's an issue. So you want to have videos for your business, and you don't even know how to film the videos. You don't have to wait on editing and things like that. These are struggles that we've all faced. Worse, on top of all that, you have to spend money everywhere to keep these things going. You got to pay the designer. You got to pay the web coder. You got to pay a video filmmaker and an editor. And, these are a lot of stuff that makes it hard as you're trying to grow a business and grow yourself. So if I told you that Google made all this possible to be done very quickly, all free, without much skill or, previous access to knowing how to code, any video experience needed, nothing. You could do this all with having a conversation and using the right prompts and using the right tools. And that's what we're going to go over. So, out of 200 small business owners, like, paying for designs could get really expensive. $200 to make a logo, to edit 10, 15, 20 pictures. You might get charged $10 a picture to get a good edit. And then you might not even like the work, or you have to wait on their schedule. So with the examples we're going to go over today, you're going to be able to create unlimited images for yourself within minutes. Now, if you're a real estate agent, like several of my clients, you want to have to promote the property that you're selling. You got to pay for tours. You got to pay for pictures. And a lot of the times, those also take a long time to get done. and now you're trying to get a property to market, and you're waiting, you have to spend the money and rely on that kid to make that video the way you want it. And if you're just a freelance business person and you're creating websites and you're running a consulting agency, or you're helping businesses, or you're doing it for your own business, and you want to make a better website, you want to have access to tools and make things happen that you weren't able to do before, using these tools are going to help you fast track that, get it done, and put the power in your own hand. So you want to think of Gemini 3 as a super smart assistant that you can use, you can understand, and you can make things happen for yourself. Answers tons of questions, and it will help you work faster, save you a ton of money, and it's like having your literally a business in your pocket. So let's jump into Google's Gemini Assistant. There's a ton of things you could do. I'm gonna go ahead and switch the screen over, but basically it's just like if you're using Chat GPT, or if you're using Claude, it's the same access, just like Grok, the same prompting. And these are things that you're probably already doing. And if you aren't doing it, these are things that you can put into play, like write in the email. You want to make it professional, but you also want to value your time. These things that you could put into the prompt to do. Planning a party. If you're trying to make a plan, if you're trying to break down directions and games and everything, you could do that simply there for some really at-home, easy way to get going. And then also, if you want to learn something new, like explain cryptocurrency to me like I'm 10 years old, and it's going to break down everything, giving you articles and everything to look at. So let's go ahead and pop it open. This is Gemini. You can simply go to any Google search or your browser, type in Gemini. It's pretty easy to find. I'll drop the link in the chat as well. So if you're in your computer, you can follow along. Here we're on the main screen, and just like ChatGPT, you have access to your menu, multiple chats. I do have a pro account, but that's completely optional. You can still do this for free, but it will have just different limits, just like any other of these LLM models. Okay, so you have this here, right? And just like we said on our last slide, is we want to write an email. So write an email letting our team know that Tuesday's meeting has been canceled and moved to December 12th, 4 p.m. Okay. So we could just simply type that in. And if we could add some more context and some more information, it'll also include that. So we'll do that as we grow this prompt. Right now we're looking at it, how it's going to write the email, comes up with a few options. This is standard, professional, best for general use. It gives you a subject for your email, advising, hey team, the meeting's been rescheduled. Gives you everything you need. Here's a short and direct version. Hi everyone, moving Tuesday's meeting, new date, new time. And then it also gives you a different one that could be more for like a closer team. So it gives you different options, which is great. You can also build on it. You can say different things like add lunch is included, and bring the fourth quarter report for your department. So if you're in some type of position at work and these are emails you might need to send, then this would be a good example of how you can use the AI to do something as simple as write an email. We can also do some different stuff like planning. So as you see, it's thinking it through here. If you click down on this, you'll see how it really talks to itself to confirm what it's doing, and it's thinking through about organizing the message, how it will change it, and then it drops down the options. Option 1, include reminders for a quarter report. Lunch will be included at the meeting. Give you a different option. So you got tons of options here, which is great. Now let's go and let's check out the next example. Like if you wanted to plan a party, like they say, Now let's plan a party for 50 guests. How many tacos do I need and drinks for the party? Okay. Also write an invitation. We'll do the party on December 13th, 4 p.m. at Smith Park. So let's see how it comes up. It helps. Now, these are super simple things that you could do and use AI to help do your daily tasks. And without spending too much time, you could have a little breakdown of what you might need to do to have a successful party. So if they're calculated like this, the actual estimate of 3 tacos per person, 50 guests, you'll need 150 tacos, but get 175 to be safe, right? Gives you shopping list estimates, different drinks, 2 drinks per person per hour, and 1 drink an hour. 50 guests doing 4 drinks. That's 200 drinks total. So it sounds like a good party to be at. And then it went ahead and did the invitation with options. Hi, everyone. We're hosting a taco party. Love for you to come eat. Right. A professional community option. So we're gathering in Smith Park. Here's the date and the time. And then a simple text message. Hey, we're throwing a taco party for everyone. So this is really great. It helps, like, just doing something simple as that, where it could get really detailed, show you how to take those next steps and lead you down the right path. So there's some more things you could do if you could think about it in your day-to-day life and how you would like to use it. Then I suggest you hop on Gemini and try to do different things, right? And you could learn different things as well. That would have been another one we would do. So you could try that at home. If you have like a subject, maybe like trading, doing trading futures, trading stocks, and you have questions on how to do that, then Gemini would be a great place to learn how to do these things. So the second tool is Imagen, which is also known as Nano Banana. Actually, a really great tool. It's great for making social media posts, helping yourself market yourself, and also making different things like graphics for blogs, and graphics for newsletters, different things that you might use in your day to day as a business owner. Let's hop into it. We're going to go back to Gemini. So first we're going to use create image. And then now you could describe an image. Okay. So it came up with some examples, but let's say create a picture of a teacher showing a class how to use AI tools. Okay. We're going to describe what we want to see. And now it's loaded Nano Banana Pro. And as you click on it, now you see it created an image with the LLM large language models and how a teacher is teaching AI powered research assistant, which is something we're going to get into today, called NotebookLM. So that's pretty cool, right? So it created that image. Now let's say create a logo for my business, Seeking Momentum. I like the colors blue and gold. All right. So if you're trying to create an idea of a logo for your business and you just kind of knew what you wanted blue and gold, you wanted some creative direction, and you needed a logo quick, and you could use this Nano Banana to create that effect. So let's see what type of logo it comes up with. And it comes up with this. So I said blue and gold. So it created a blue and gold logo. And, that's great. I could save it. I could use it. And now I have a logo that I could use. Okay. Now there's other things we could do, right? We could actually import a file. And let's say if we took a file from like a real estate photo. Okay. And then we're going to ask it to reimagine this area of the house. So it was image of a garage. So now we're going to have it reimagine the area of the garage. So this is the original picture of the garage, and now it reimagined how we could clean that up. So that's pretty cool, right? If you're in the real estate space, if you're into construction, this is the back garage. Of course, got the back gate, the driveway, really messy old garage. And now if we were real estate, if we were constructing this and we wanted to reimagine this, we could see how we could clean this back area up really nice by adding the walls, adding the garage. So we could have this as a guide to see how we want to design. So we could pass that to the architect and they could create these type of designs. So this is a quick way to show you how you can use Nano Banana to do something simple as generating an actual scene. Maybe you want to use some stock photos for your website. You can use it to create a logo if you want to create a quick logo for your business. And you can even use it to reimagine things, like maybe you're doing a closet remodel or a bathroom remodel, or if you're remodeling your entire property, then these are things that you could do. That image we made, an exterior designer just for that concept before could charge you hundreds of dollars just for that concept, or that stock post that we created would cost a subscription to Adobe and other stock photo sites, but we instantly created a stock photo with exactly what we wanted. And we even made a logo, which before could cost you easily $50 to $100 to $200 or more. And Nano Banana, which is originally named Imagen, it works really well for when you're trying to create things. Now, the third tool is VO3. With Nano Banana, we made images, but now we can make a video. Let's go back to this stock photo that we made with the teacher showing the class how to use AI tools. I'm going to download that image, okay? And then you can press create video. So now, instead of describing our video, we can upload the file. So now we have the image of the lady teaching the AI course in the classroom, and we say, use this image to create a video of B-roll of this lady teaching an AI course, okay? So let's wait for it.
The research assistant utilizes the latest large language models, particularly for tasks involving generative imagery analysis. You can see on the screen.
Okay, great. So we just turned our image into a video. And we asked Gemini, and specifically this tool is called VO3, and we say, hey, we want to turn this image into a video. So it's pretty cool if you want to create B-roll for a social media video or a website video, and you can create B-roll scenes, which means you can add this scene with a voiceover and use it a part of a bigger video. So you can do multiple stuff. You don't have to use a video. You can also create from scratch again, and you can say, create an image of a horse and a camel racing. I said an image. Create a video, and who would win the race first. So just something random, completely random. Let's see what it comes up with. Again, it takes us a couple minutes, 1 to 2 minutes. So our video is ready. This is a wacky one, a horse and a camel racing, and it did it.
Yalla, yalla! Faster now! Come on, let's go! Yalla!
So
Yalla, yalla!
it created an insane video of a horse and a camel racing.
Faster now! Come on, let's go! Yalla!
Can update this video. We can make it more detailed. We could tell it to move things around. And, you know, with the video, it just gets really ridiculous. You don't need any technical skills, no actors, no locations. You don't need any video editing software besides what you want to edit post-production, like clipping together the scenes, no camera equipment, and definitely no budgets. So it is great for promoting your business, You could do product demos. You can upload pictures of a product and make a demo around it and create some really nice UGC content as well. And for, you can do tours with real estate. It's really good, and you guys should definitely use it and learn how to make more videos. So the fourth tool is a really cool tool. It's called Google Canvas. Google Canvas is really great for making websites or apps where you can create it yourself using natural language and type in, and then you could get that code and you could upload that code onto a server and connect the domain to it. And now you have an email. You have a landing page or a website. You can hand this over to a web developer so they get exactly what you want, and then they could go and do all the smaller detail stuff and get it going. So on this side, all right, so I made this website just by saying make a website for Joe's Plumbing. So literally you just like how we do, we go to new chat. Okay, we want to go to tools, and then we'll see Canvas. When you go to Canvas, you can say make a website for Daniela's hair salon. Okay. And it's going to go ahead and make a website for that hair salon. It's going to create the website, coding it. Okay. But this is actually coding out a website for you, right in front of your face. And now it's going into the preview mode, and we'll see. It created this website in a matter of, I don't know how long did we wait, for a minute. It has a book appointment widget. It added the photos. It did all this here. It created a name, created about section, services menu, pricing, and I just came up with that off the top of my head. A lookbook of pictures so we can have it update better pictures, and we can say, hey, the picture isn't centered. They added some reviews, added a booking link. So now we can click book. It's all clickable stuff on the page. This is great. So I could go ahead and press share, and I could share this directly to my web developer and say, yo, this is what I want. This is the website I want. I could also update it, and I could say things like, let's say this booking appointment. We could say, I want the booking appointment call to action button. That's what this is called, a call to action. It's a button to glow and blink to grab attention. Okay, if you're looking to update your entire website or redo a whole website, and it's a great way to start. So as you see, boom, it is animated, it is glowing, it's blinking, right, just how we want it. We press book appointment, it takes us down to our contact sheet, where now we could connect this with our CRM. And, these are other following steps that you'll need to know more information on, but you could connect this to your CRM if you have one, or you could create like a back-end database, or you could pass this off to someone like our team who handles bringing all these systems together to create products for your businesses, create better website, create better services, create better lead generation systems, by having access to making stuff like this really easy and cool. And we can do the same thing we can make it into an app. You can make it into an iPhone compatible app. Okay, so and then you could deploy these things. You can create an app, and then you could take it to the App Store, all by using Canvas. There's other different low-code tools out here, but we're talking about Gemini's ecosystem and what Google has going on here. So it's optimizing the iOS experience. It's adding, it's telling you what it needs to make the website turn into a progressive web app. There's going to be some key changes. It's going to add some meta tags in iOS, different areas, home screen areas. So it's adjusting the website, the code from this standpoint to be more to fit for an app, which is a skinnier page. It has different optimizations. It has different keys that it needs to go by in order to be an app. So you can make apps, you can make video games, you can make everything that you can make with a code using Google Canvas, and you can present it to your designers, your team. Once again, you see, we just made a website. You could have went on Fiverr.com or anywhere else, and someone may have charged you $2,000-3,000 to make a website and do all the call to action buttons and connect all the forms and sheets and everything. Someone might charge you $750 just for a plain landing page to run ads to, or if you wanted to create like a portfolio site. You know, these are different things. If you guys are business owners or entrepreneurs or ever try to have a website made, you know how challenging it is dealing with web designers, going back and forth. It looks the same basically, but is web ready. It's a little quicker, a little slimmer, and a little leaner and ready to go on the app. So that's pretty cool. And it all could be done right here on your Google account. Okay. So you just describe the website, you describe what pages, what features, what style, what colors. You could create a course, right? You could, there's so many things you could have done on that, right? Because you could continue to build on top of it, change the colors, add this page. I wanted to say about us. I wanted to say about the team. You could add different features. You could make it glow. You could do everything that will bring excitement out of that website. It's NotebookLM. And I personally love NotebookLM. It's a really good way to summarize a whole lot of information. So you could take a YouTube video and you could summarize it and create it into something. You can upload documents, ask questions, get smart answers with exact sources. It's like having a research assistant or a librarian or a teacher all in one. You could study, you could do business research, you could learn new things, and you could turn it into different, let's just get into it. You could turn it into different ways that you could learn it. So let me pop one open and let's see, let's take a look here. So this is NotebookLM, okay? So when you come here, it's NotebookLM. I'm gonna drop it in the chat, okay? So you could, at home, you can mess around with it. So, and then you just press create notebook. So what happens is, now this pops up, it says to add sources. So you could add different sources like text, plain text. You could add a link from YouTube, and then you could add stuff out of your Google Drive. So let me just grab this video here. I'm on YouTube, and then there's NAN 2.0. NAN is a workflow process, but I'm going to steal the link here. I'm going to go back over into my NotebookLM, and I'm going to press YouTube, and I'm going to paste the YouTube video. Okay. So what it's going to do is going to scan the YouTube video. It's going to watch the YouTube and it provides an update of the YouTube. Now we could go here to infographic, or we could make flashcards, or we could create a mind map, or we could create a quiz based on what they found in here. We could even create a slide deck, okay? So it's very powerful. I'll show you what these things look like. For example, the infographic looks like this. So I did a prompt on this actual course. So I uploaded this workshop outline, and it created an infographic which showed Gemini assistant, Imagen as the image creator, VO as the video producer, Canvas as the AI web developer, and NotebookLM as a research assistant. Okay. And it just gave a nice quick infographic that I could use on a PowerPoint or a presentation like this. Okay. Here is the that's the same infographic. I'm sorry. Here is a mind map based on this course, right? Google's free AI toolkit. So 5 game-changing tools. Then it breaks it down. Gemini assistant. Then it breaks it down again. Imagen, aka Nano Banana, image generation. breaks that down into key points. So if I'm studying, right, something like my course, then I'm going to be able to create a mind map, which will help me organize my thoughts, help me break down different parts of the what we're looking at, and gives you great ideas. Okay, helps you learn. We got this video here. They created a slideshow actually. So this is a slideshow that it made based off understanding how to use Gemini as a co-pilot and how you can have the strategy writer, the visualizer, the video, the website design, and the research analyst that we're actually on. And then you got things that we're about to go over, like the AI studio. And this is a full slideshow that it made. And if I'm someone who's trying to present an idea or even help myself learn or create something that makes sense and could break down into pieces, I'm going to use NotebookLM to bring my study into life. Okay. It could create a quiz for you, doing a quiz on a workshop, give you little hints. These are all things that just made by reading the context. Okay. Right answer, not quite answer, not quite the answer, right? It'll help you to explain it. That's right. You want to explain, it'll explain why you got the right answer. So you could use it as a full study tool, research tool, and really analyze information at the highest level. Let's go back into that YouTube video that we uploaded. Here's our source. And then it created the infographic over here, going over the key upgrades in NAN 2.0. Okay. Just created a quick infographic. You know, people learn in different ways. Created a quiz, created some flashcards to help you learn. Ask you different questions. You can see the answer. All right. How did the process read? How did processing knows in NAN V1 contrast to the V2 animation? A different spinning circle. So it's taking the great information from it and creating different things that you could use to help you learn better and understand how to use the product better. And that's a brash overview of NotebookLM, but it's so good when you get into it and you're actually know how to use it and you're studying different things or you're creating different decks and presentation. It is definitely something that will help you get to the end of the line a lot quicker. Last thing is here, it also made like a video. So let's go back to the Google tools, the tools that made this
Today,
video.
we're diving into something pretty mind-blowing. We're talking about a set of completely free AI tools from Google that can totally change how you work, create, and even learn. And the best part?
Made
Of dollars for designers, videographers, and web developers. You know that feeling. You've got a great idea, but you're just blocked by a huge budget? It's frustrating, right? Well, this slide pretty much says it all. I mean, just look.
So
Constantly needing great-looking content, but you don't always have the time, the
Video.
skills, or, let's face it, the budget to get it done. Do any of these sound familiar? I mean, needing professional images, but not having that designer price tag. Or wanting to make a cool promo video, but having absolutely zero editing experience. Or maybe you're just buried under a mountain of research for a big project.
I mean, this is pretty crazy. It made a 6-minute video
Really unique, high-quality picture for you in a matter of seconds.
where
No Photoshop, no expensive
if you
stock
wanted
photo
to
subscriptions.
explain something to somebody,
And what's so cool here is the detail.
class or a course, I mean,
You're basically directing a whole
I could literally put this
videographer, developer, and researcher.
and
They are all
be good information to help someone follow along. I think that's awesome that you could make a 6-minute video based off one source of information and really get down to the nitty gritty of things for understanding and learning. So that's pretty cool sauce there. And really wrapping it up, those are the 5 tools that we went over, but Google does have what they call AI Studio. So if you went to Google and you just went to AI Studio, this is going to pop up for you. And it looks like this, where it looks a little scary, but it's not. We'll go ahead and you can do different things like try Nano Banana. So you could use it from here, and you could go home. You could chat with models. You could do text to speech, where you could add in text and they'll speak it out, right? But AI Studio is where it brings everything together. So this is for more like more advanced watchers.
Hello. We're excited to show you our native speech capabilities, where you can direct a voice, create realistic dialogue, and so much more. Edit these placeholders to get started. Hello, I am Justin Rayside.
Okay, so there you go. It has different things where you could, make apps, right? Just like how we made on the canvas. And it looks like it's a lot going on, but this is where you use API keys to connect different things. But Google AI Studio is where everything comes together in a hub for more developer-based stuff where you could do a lot of combine all these tools on the back end and make some pretty cool things, right? So you can save a lot of money using Gemini. Okay, you can save it as a copywriter, designer, video editor, different creation methods. Okay, and you can put it all together to make some real projects. I think that's like the highlight of it, is that you can use these tools independently, and then you could bring them together and create a business. You have your social media all ready for you. You can make your website. You could do you could research a marketing campaign where you will be able to help yourself see how you should promote your business, what's your strategy to be. You create some visuals, and you have everything you need, right? From your research, then you could put your strategy using the regular Gemini model. You can create the content, you could create the visuals, the video, the landing page, and then you could bring everything together. So in 2 hours, you could save a whole, potential $6,000 between having a marketing strategist, writing the copyright, designing the images, doing the videos, and making the website. You can do all that yourself using this free product, which is pretty cool. And I hope this video, I really do hope this video showed you how you could take all these different tools in Google's Gemini ecosystem and start something and make a project and create something special today. And later tomorrow, you'll have access to the community, which looks like this, where we upload a lot of information about AI, different tools, different announcements, and things of that nature. So really good to be a part of the community and get all that free information delivered to you. And if we have any questions, then this will be the time to get some Q&A going. In the Google Meet, hey, how you doing? I got Ranbir.
Hey man, how are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
I'm good. It's great information here.
Thank you, man. So how can any questions you have for me right now?
Like, what's the difference, like the free and pro account?
So the difference is that like on the free, you have like a limitation. So once you start writing a lot of messages, and it will tell you, hey, you're capped for the day, or you reach your limit for the day, or it'll let you know like, hey, you reach your editing for the day, and it would suggest that if you pay for the pro, that you'll get access to more. You get access to more because the way like they work on credit. So like these companies, they actually spend a lot of money being able to provide this information, and so that's why they try to get people to sign up, and that's why they'll limit how much stuff you're requesting if it's too much for the day. So also another good thing with Gemini is, I don't get paid by them at all, but if you have Gmail, then it will automatically integrate your Gmail, so it could like summarize your emails. If you ever use like Excel sheets and you uploaded like a raw Excel sheet, you wanted to switch columns and edit columns, you could easily do that. Just type it in with the Gemini editing, and it will update the files for you. That Google Drive is able to summarize what documents you have inside of your Google Drive as well, if you need to. Different things like that. In the paid version, it's like $16 a month or like $20 a month. and they're always doing promotions on it. You could get it for free for like a month or something like that. But it just kind of unlocks the process across the whole ecosystem. Your Gmail, your Google Slides, all those different type of things. Your Google Meet. If you ever use Google Meet for work or anything, like right now, we're able to transcribe this meeting and take notes, and we'll be able to update those notes on this very everything that is being recorded here. We'll get notes on it. We'll get it transcribed, and we'll be able to send it to whoever we meet with. So when we meet with like clients and we're onboarding new clients, we're able to transcribe our meetings and be able to like send that transcription with a summary, with next steps and next plans and timelines and everything, just based off of us having this conversation. Everything will be transcribed and planned out for what the next steps is before we even press this end on this button, right? So having the paid version just gives you more power over the entire Google product.
Oh, so like with the paid, you can connect all the different services and get more information.
That's correct.
And the video, how much is the maximum time you can make it?
So the maximum time is 8 seconds.
Okay.
So that's why I say it's good for making like B-roll, because you could like make like 3 different scenes and cut it up into like a 24-second social media video post.
Okay.
Or, if you get the bigger account, you'll be able to have more unlimited time to make different scenes. I think it goes up to like 10 seconds. And, so with the video maker, you just have to get good at prompting and telling it what you want it to look like. So each scene looks similar. So once you keep on using it, you'll get better and you'll be able to create full videos.
So what kind of like services you provide?
So the services I provide is I actually work with business owners and entrepreneurs directly, and we solve their problems. So depending on what their headache is or their bottleneck in their business, we create AI systems and processes to do that. So for like different businesses, we have lead generation systems. So that means we have systems that text clients and follow up and re-engage with them to generate more sales, or to follow up on previous sales and get reviews, or we help them run ads into a lead generation system. So when they capture the ad, they're automatically getting an outbound message. They're automatically getting an email. When they reply, we have AI systems replying to them and moving the process to booking an appointment with the real human, and trying to help close the sale by being able to provide great customer support. We're doing technical support for like some companies that have softwares and products where if they have subscribers that call in for tech support. We're building agents that answer the phone, help troubleshoot, help guide, escalate issues up to the real humans behind it. But what it does, it helps their process, because they're not taking in a bunch of junk leads or a bunch of junk requests for tech support. Dentists and spas, medical places, we help with their booking. So, hey, if it's been 6 months since your last booking, we have an AI agent call outbound and remind them for their new booking, or remind them about their appointment in 2 days. So we reduce the amount of no-shows on calendars for clinics and medical services. So we create custom systems, not just like AI tools, because there's so many tools, but as a consultant and as a business consultant, understanding business processes and understanding AI tools, we create the system versus just giving you a mixed amount of tools. We bring everything together. So if you needed content creation, we have a team that uses AI to create content at fraction of the price that you would pay for, other graphic artists and developers and stuff like that. So it depends on what your business needs. We have a introductory meeting. We find out what your bottlenecks are, what issues you're in trouble you're trying to solve, even if it's a if a 5-minute task or a 30-minute task, we'll create a system that helps close that gap.
So are you using the Google Gemini for this, or are you mixing all other AI?
We do different stuff. Yeah, we use like for like automation, we use like a platform called N8N, or we might use like make.com, or for our outbound voice, we might use Fappy, or we might use retail. Or we for our CRMs, we might create a custom CRM using Lovable, and we could create like a custom CRM for a business, or we could use existing tools like existing softwares and integrate into them like High Level or into Salesforce or a Follow Up Boss or different CRMs and different tools. We have ways to integrate using API calls and webhooks. So we actually like create softwares for companies, and from internal softwares to external softwares for client base or even just business to business base.
Okay, so like the next course you are doing is every month this thing, or?
Yeah, so every month we do like a call. We have the AI implementers group, and we also do like in-person events as well.
Okay.
So you'll see different stuff pop up where we're doing like an online event or we're doing an in-person event. And usually the events are going to be in Los Angeles, or now we're also expanding out to the Inland Empire.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, no problem. Thank you. If you need any help with anything business related, you should see our contact information there. But I'm also going to drop, my cell phone number here, so you guys can reach me directly, and also my email.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, if you see it in the chat, it's right there.
Yeah, I can see it. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Ranbir. Okay. So we'll take some other questions. We have another question coming in from Instagram. Okay. This one is saying, how can this help with my software business? Okay. So, and you're in void video. Okay. Video production. So I think there's a lot of tools here that do really well for video production. Like I was just talking about how you could bring together, different 8-second cuts and create like B-roll, or you could add additional scenes. Also, if you're still making your content, right, and you're still, which is great, this is perfect. If you're trying to create a music video or a commercial, you could use Gemini to brainstorm your ideas to create a music video or to create a commercial. And you could, so when you're out making these physical cuts and you say, hey, like let's jump into it really quickly, right? So let's move away from Daniela's salon. Let me say, help me create a commercial for my client. They are a barbecue restaurant. Give me a scene by scene idea wireframe. Okay, so I know in the video production world they call like a wireframe something else as well. We don't know what that. I forgot what that's called. A treatment. But here is going to create a commercial for the clients, a barbecue restaurant. We want a scene by scene restaurant. So here it pops up. It, even with time, it adds with the time, right? Extremely close up of a dry rub being sprinkled on in slow motion. Gives you audio, video distinctions. Close up of logs being thrown into a smoker. Briskets being pulled out the oven. A knife slices through the meat. Juicy pool on top. A rib is pulled apart. So, if you're a video content creator, now you could go into that business with a plan. Hey, I need you to take some brisket out the oven and some ribs, and we're going to cut it open, and we're going to get real close on it, and we're going to do some ASMR. And now, as a video director or video production, I'm making a commercial. Now I'm having ideas. Here's another one, a wide shot of the restaurant. It's pitch black outside, 4 a.m. and then a signal light turns on inside. The pit master is hired, drinking coffee, check the temperature, stacking the wood, you know, creating a scene, a process, and giving you timelines. Hey, we just need a 5-second clip here, a 7-second clip here, another 7-second clip here, a 3-second clip here, right? And then it's even allowing you, right? Like in the last question, what does Google Pro do? When you get it, it helps you combine. So now it says export to sheets. So if I export to sheets, it's going to create a sheet on the Google Sheet, and I could open Sheets. And now it created a Google Sheet, which I could share with my team and say, hey, this is what the plan is. This is the shots we're going to get. This is what we need. And we need you guys to be on it. Okay. So this is a great way to show you how you, as a video production company, you could take advantage of using Google Gemini 3 without using the video 3 and actually making AI content. You can still use it to build your own content. So that's a great question. So thank you guys. I don't think we have any other questions. I'm gonna answer all other question requests in our community, and we will keep our community updated. Love to see some new faces in there. I dropped the link. It's free to sign in. I'd love to see you guys in there. Thanks for showing up to this week's meeting, and we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one, guys. We'll drop the transcript and the video in the course as well, so make sure you join the course. Have a good one.